Hey everyone, I'm Sison, and today we're taking a look at the Sony HVL-F32M flash. The HVL-F32M sits just above the HVL-F20M and sits just below the HVL-F43M to give people another flash option for their A-mount or E-mount cameras, as well as select video cameras and cybershot cameras. Now before I go talk about the flash itself, if you have the older Minolta type hot shoot, you're going to need an adapter with the model number ADP-AMA. This basically converts your Minolta type hot shoot to the new multi-interface hot shoot, which is featured on Sony's newer cameras, and you still get full TTL and manual controls. Now that I've got that out of the way, let's talk about more of the flash itself. It has an all-plastic body with a dust and moisture resistant design, with a small LCD screen and a few buttons to change between settings, but more on that later. The flash head can twist sideways and tilt up and down for different lighting effects and scenarios, but doesn't have that quick shift bounce option like some of Sony's other flashes. There's a built-in wide panel to expand the flash coverage for focal lengths from 15mm to 24mm, and a bounce card which helps highlight your subject's eyes and help make the subject look more vibrant. The charge indicator on the side lets you know when the flash is fully charged to take another photo. So if you take a photo and you want to take another, this indicator will let you know when the flash is ready. Navigating through the menus is very simple for anyone to get accustomed to. If you want to shoot in auto, it's best to stay in TTL. If you want to shoot in manual, press the mode button until you see manual. Changing the output power can be done by pressing the plus or minus buttons in this mode. And pressing the mode again will bring you to wireless flash, and again you can change the flash to be either the controller or to be used remotely. And lastly, the button with the light bulb is to illuminate the LCD screen. As a step up from the HVL-F20M, this flash lets you change your flash output power in manual mode from 22 levels, and having high speed sync allows you to use faster shutter speeds whilst using your lens wide open to control the out of focus blur and maintain exposure at the same time. Now one of the best features of this flash is that you can use it off camera, given you have another external flash to act as a trigger. Or if you have an A-mount camera with a pop-up flash like the A77M2 or the A58, you can use the pop-up flash in those cameras to act as the trigger. Having this function basically allows you to gain different lighting setups for different effects, which can be very useful for portrait and product photography. Wireless flash uses an infrared system, so it's best to have the flashes in line of sight of each other. And the furthest I got to shooting wirelessly was around 10 meters, which is pretty decent. Now once again, it would be great if Sony came up with a radio solution to use their flashes wirelessly, because one, it's a bit of a hit or miss with using the flashes, especially in bright sunny conditions, and two, it's just a more reliable system, especially since you wouldn't require the flashes to be in line of sight of each other. Now here's hoping they do that in the future, but it's still good to see Sony supplying the flash stands when you use the flashes wirelessly. Performance-wise, the flash lasts for about 150 to 200 flashes from my count, and that's on a full charge of 2 AA batteries. Recycling time is a bit slow at 2.5 seconds, especially when you're shooting at full power, but reduces in time when shooting in lower output settings. The HVL-F32M is a budget flash that gives you more creative control and flexibility than the HVL-F20M, and is yet still smaller and lighter to carry around than the HVL-F43M, and still has the weather resistance of its higher end siblings. Battery life is decent, especially when you consider that it only takes 2 AA batteries, and having the charge indicator is useful to let you know when the flash is ready to take another shot. After my time using it, I haven't experienced any overheating, and that's after using it at a few events. It does lack a few professional features of its higher end models, but again, it has everything that a beginner would need in a flash, and when you consider that it can be used off camera, it makes for a pretty decent accessory to add to your kit. Now, if you have any more questions, please feel free to leave a comment below, and if you found this video helpful, like this video and subscribe to my channel to check out more Sony camera reviews and tutorials. You can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and on my blog for more photos and photo updates. Until then, happy shooting and thanks for watching.